We got an unaccompanied minor right here, guys. This is heartbreaking right here.
See the handcuffs? Those criminals are being put with the kids?
Yep.
They're putting the criminals with the kids.
Does sacrificing your value system and integrity to feed your family make you a bad person?
They're putting blinders on right now to stop us from seeing what's happening.
There seemed to be an internal struggle between doing what people perceived as the morally right thing and pursuing their livelihood.
You can't move 500,000 children in 3 years if you're asking a lot of questions.
Maybe it's all just human nature. Maybe the powers that be know that.
That is
Let's go. Stop the car. Stop the car. Where are you going? They're very upset.
They're right there. Get down.
They're in the secret facility right now. It's just all about money. There's a car right there. They got ladders. Right now. In front of me are all the migrants. We're headed north. It's not about people.
How much money are you making off of this crisis?
$1 billion.
Every single agent knows deep in his heart what's going on is wrong.
I know you're just trying to do your job.
We're taking children, we're then delivering them to people who they don't even know.
Dude, no one cry.
What's happening inside that facility?
You know what's happening here?
They all protect each other. The NGOs,
They got some spotlight on us.
the federal government. This is dangerous. I don't think we can trust anybody. America, we made it.
I'm the king of the world.
Follow the journey of the immigrants,
I can't do this, guys.
the journey of the children,
Oh, this is big time.
We're in a cartel tunnel now, dog.
We're in a cartel.
and the journey into human nature. Some things can't be read in a book or a newspaper. They must instead be lived.
There's nobody here to stop this. There's nobody.
Ezra Levant here, just outside Los Angeles, California, in Newport Beach. Sort of the opposite direction from Hollywood, but there's a little bit of glitter in the air. Tonight is the world premiere, the debut of a new movie by James O'Keefe. You know James O'Keefe, he revolutionized undercover investigative reporting in America. He founded Project Veritas. Now he has OMG, O'Keefe Media Group, and as you can see, people are gathered from all around for his new film, Line in the Sand. I understand Tucker Carlson is involved with the movie too. We were invited to the red carpet event. I'd never been to a red carpet event before. I wanted to see what it was like for a freedom-oriented, conservative-oriented film. They've been on a run these days, a great run. Of course, Matt Walsh, What is a Woman, huge, hilarious, and his Am I Racist, actually making box office records for documentaries. Are we in a golden age of conservative documentaries? I hope so, and I think one of the reasons is, frankly, the technology, not just the internet, but smartphones, has brought down the barrier to entry for creative storytellers on the right. It used to be you had to go through Hollywood or Broadway, but now anyone can be a creator. James O'Keefe has more than a decade of experience and history doing investigative reports. I am unfamiliar with this movie. I have not seen it yet. Obviously, this is a world premiere. I'm going to enjoy watching it, and then I'm going to try and interview some folks. I don't recognize too many people here. I'm sure James O'Keefe is tucked away somewhere getting ready for it, but I'm delighted to be invited. And we came down from Rebel News in Canada because we love James O'Keefe, and we're excited to see what he's up to. We'll do some interviewing with people if we can and find out what they think about this too. And what brings you here looking amazing?
I'm a time traveler, and I'm here to assist James get this movie out there.
And how do you know James?
I made some music with them. It's going to be in the film. It's called What Are You So Afraid Of? And we made it to encourage people who are like whistleblowers and just people who have that fear and are still on the edge and they don't know if they're going to take a stand or not. So we made something that encouraged them.
People don't know that James is a good dancer and a good singer.
Yeah, they don't know. We made the song. He came over to the studio. He had the whole thing already written, and he sung it. And I was impressed.
And he can dance.
Yeah, he can dance. He can shuffle. He's good.
So that's going to be that's part of the soundtrack, eh?
Oh, definitely. You're going to hear some music. It's going to be good.
That's incredible. Thanks for talking with us, and congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Betty Chu.
Why are you here, Betty?
I am a great supporter of James O'Keefe because he is so brave to help us save back our country.
So what's your connection to him? Are you just a super fan?
I'm a super fan, but I also have seen him at other events. But I'm a big Trump supporter, so my big Trump supporter media brought me here.
And are you from the LA area yourself?
Yes, from Southern California. I'm from Orange County now, but I was LA.
Now, are you feeling optimistic about the election in November?
I am very optimistic when I see what's happening in Pennsylvania and the last Butler rally. My goodness, you couldn't see empty space of a ground near there when you looked at the...
What do you think of Elon Musk going all in?
Jump, jump, jump. Fight, fight, fight. Vote, vote, vote. How about that?
Let's be real. The Biden-Harris regime created this epidemic at the border, period. You have 320,000 kids missing. You got rapists and murderers that came in. No, Trump wasn't lying about that. Homeland Security just confirmed 2 weeks ago, 15,000 known rapists, 13,000 known murderers in their home countries have been allowed in the streets of America. We've spent billions of our tax dollars paying for illegals when people in North Carolina and Florida and Georgia and Tennessee are suffering. East Palestine, Ohio, Lahaina, Maui. Come on, give me a freaking break. You've got the kids missing. You got the guns, the fentanyl that's come in. 5,000 times the amount of fentanyl that was coming through during the Trump administration has now been flooding our streets. We're going to have more deaths this year and next year than we've ever seen from one little pill, thanks to the Biden-Harris regime. So when you're saying, I can't get straight information, I'm online Googling, I don't see. Somebody says 8 million have come in. Somebody said, Trump said 20 million. Somebody said 15 million. Well, what do you think? Everything Trump's been telling us for the last 8 years has come to fruition. The laptop was real. We didn't need to do the lockdown mandates of COVID. They opened the border. There's tons of things. So I'm going to go with somewhere between 15 and 20 million, and a lot of bad hombres, a lot of drugs, guns, and missing children. And the reason you can't find information about it is because the mainstream media is a lapdog for Washington, D.C. Every president before Biden and Harris used to say, we're a country of immigrants, but we're a country of laws. You got to have a border. These guys have opened the border wide open. All they're doing is trying to import voters. You know why? So they can replace all of you. It don't matter if you're black, yellow, red, gay, or straight. They want you replaced so that Democrats win every election from here to the next 100 freaking years. And that's why you can't find real information about the border.
You come from Canada?
We came from Canada just to be here.
Nice.
I've never been on an actual red carpet before.
There's a serious red carpet thing here, yeah. It's fun.
I think we're in a golden age of freedom-oriented, conservative-oriented documentaries.
Yes.
Matt Walsh just set some new records. I'm very excited about Line in the Sand.
Yes, this is, and there's a scene from the Canadian border, Quebec. So you're going to get a little bit of Canada in there, a little bit of Vermont. So I'm very excited. Yes, very excited.
Now, there's a ton of media here. Not to be...
Darren, the producer right here, yeah.
I don't want to sound surprised, but I'm a little surprised because normally the media tries to marginalize you.
I don't know if this is, I think this film is going to surprise you. It's a humanitarian film. I've taken all politics out of the film. And if anything, it's a bleeding heart film. It's these people are being raped and trafficked, and I think it's a film about human nature and good versus evil and our instinct for self-preservation versus being a hero. It's some really deep themes in this movie, and I think you'll be surprised. I think they'll be surprised. I think it's hard to not be moved by the Border Patrol agent blowing the whistle in the film. You can't have a soul and look at that and not be moved by it.
Now you made your name for undercover reports, covering things that other people ignored. Is there that element in this film?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in the film that haven't signed releases. So it was hard for me to find insurance for the film. Police officers, Border Patrol agents, NYPD, these employees for these NGOs that house these little children, they did not know they were being recorded. So a lot of hidden cameras, foreign languages. I rode the train with, hi Debbie, I rode they call it the Beast train with the illegal immigrants in Mexico, inspired by Anthony, my colleague who did that before me, and he got kidnapped by the cartel. So there's some really crazy moments that are almost unbelievable. Like, you would think that I hired actors to do this. It's all real. It's all real stuff.
Now, I got an email about this from your team, but I also got an email today from Tucker Carlson. What's his involvement?
Tucker Carlson is partnering with us on distribution, and he's going to be streaming this film on his network 2 days from now until the election. So it's going to be, I'm happy to be partnering with him, and this is He's doing one other film, but it's going to be very successful.
All right, I know you're busy. Last question.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, you know what? I was thrilled to get I was delighted to get the invite. So Tucker Carlson's going to roll it out. He's one of the biggest names on Twitter. Do you have other plans for distribution in actual theaters? I mean, could we, for example, try and run it in Canada?
I think in Canada they got a lot of censorships. I don't know how the laws are. I don't know if they would allow me, but I think that this film has the potential to break out of the so-called label of conservative or liberal or Democrat. Like, I really do. But you tell me after what you think. I think so. I think it'll get in theaters soon. We're an exclusive deal with Tucker for 60 days, and then we'll go wider distribution after that.
Congratulations.
Thanks for coming, man.
Oh, my pleasure.
Thank you.